Hey everybody, how are you today? Jim Prusak, physical therapist here at the Pain PT. Hope you guys are enjoying the channel. Again, if you like what you're hearing, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, pass the word around, helps the channel reach out to more people and get the word out to people who are suffering from chronic somatic symptoms in the body. And today's talk is about ask yourself this one question. Ask yourself this one question. And this is the starting point to where we decide what approach we're going to take towards your symptom. Okay, so the question is what? So this one question, and I'm leading you guys on here a little bit before I actually ask the question. This one question is going to decide whether you move in one direction for how you're going to approach the symptom or you move in another direction. And the question is this: is this caused by my mind or is this caused by my body? Is this symptom caused by my mind right now or is it caused by my body? Is what I'm experiencing right now in my body at this moment or when it happens or when it goes up caused by my mind or is it caused by my body? Mind, body. Is it caused by one or the other? And we're going to talk about this today because it's a fork in the road which leads you in one direction or the other direction. And to me, it's quite a simple question because most chronic symptoms are caused by the mind, okay, which means the brain, the nervous system. And a lot of acute conditions, but not all of them, certainly not all of them, can be caused by something in the body. For example, an injury, for example, something acute, an acute attack that you've never had before, something that starts afresh that might make sense in being something structural or physical. It's caused by the body locally. So some things are quite obvious, like injuries are very obvious. If you get a pain or you get some kind of musculoskeletal complaint in your body, a very simple question is, did I just do something again to cause harm? Is this caused by my mind or is it caused by my body? And what we need to understand is that there are so many symptoms in the body that can be caused by the mind. We have, quotes coming out in the research saying that upwards of 80% of doctors' visits are for somatic complaints that don't have an organic issue in the body. There isn't something causing that. Okay, so it's a lot of people. And so we need to ask ourselves this one question: is this caused by my mind or my body? Okay. And again, if you've had something chronic for a long time, you've had it checked out, you have a history of this, you have some of the other things that we screen for, like anxiety or adverse childhood events, you've had other symptoms in your body, or you have stress at the time it started, that is all your mind. And we need to understand the mind is just as powerful, if not more, than your body. And for the body to cause a symptom, again, it has to be something you did physically for that to start. Or it has to be something acute that's very different that would make some kind of sense from a body perspective. So once you ask yourself that question, if you then can move in the right direction for the treatment. Okay, so if it's caused by my mind, then I want to focus there and put all my energy on working on the brain, okay, on the mind, and using the strategies and techniques we learned here, looking at your thoughts, your emotions, looking at your beliefs, looking at your patterns, your conditioning patterns, looking at your personality traits, looking at these things that are contributing factors to your symptom. If it's your body, then yes, go get it checked. Now, again, if you run to the doctor so many times and the doctor says there's nothing wrong, then that's not your body. If you have a history of this happening and you've had, again, multiple different symptoms, it's not likely to be your body unless it's something, again, you've done to yourself. Okay, so we have to be very logical about this, look at this in a very, with the evidence. You have to look at the evidence and what makes sense. We don't want the emotional brain making a decision. We want the logical executive brain. And so I always ask myself that question at times if I'm ever struggling. Hey, did I do something that warrants this to be a physical problem? Is this my mind or is this my body causing this? Because if it's my mind, I go, it's nothing dangerous. That's the first answer you want to have. It's nothing dangerous. Okay, it's perceived danger from the brain. It's the danger is recognized in the brain, and the brain produces the symptom. Okay, if there's something wrong in the body, if I fall down and I land hard on my wrist and I hear snap, I go, oh, shoot, I think I broke my wrist. Yeah, I'm going to go to the doctor. Yeah, I'm going to go to the emergency room. Okay, so something like that that makes sense for something being physical, then yes, go get the physical treatment. And so that simple question to me is a good one because it leads you back to stay focused on what is causing this. Is the mind causing this or is the body causing this? Okay. And it's very important because the treatment is completely different. Is completely different. And in a way, the body heals. And sometimes the body does need some types of treatment to help it heal. But for the most part, the body will heal. Okay. If it's a chronic condition, again, there's typically some type of mind involvement, brain involvement. That's what the research shows across many conditions. Okay, so ask your guys or ask yourselves this one question, guys. If you're struggling at times or the symptom goes up, just ask yourself, is this my mind or my body causing this right now? And then from that point of view, you can go into the other strategies when the answer is my mind. Okay, and then you move into these other strategies. And that way, you don't go down the rabbit hole of what we call the secondary reaction, which is something we've got to turn off as soon as possible, or you start worrying and start having all these additional negative reactions in your mind to the symptom. Okay, it's not going to help, right? So we need to turn that off and go back to the cause and what's happening here and go back to what we want to do to approach it and treat it in the moment. And like you're learning here, there's lots of strategies that you're learning through some of these success stories as well. You're listening to strategies and things that people have employed to shift their mind and therefore shift their body in terms of the symptoms. Okay, so ask yourself that one question. And if you have to ask it each day, ask it each day. If your brain wants to go into some anxiety and worry, well, again, remind your brain of what this is. All right. And you have to be very logical about this. What makes sense? Okay. Remember, I'm a physical therapist, so I come from a physical side, completely physically trained. And I can honestly say at this point, based on my own history, what I've seen and observed in myself and I've observed in many other people, unless I know I've hurt myself or done something, or something's completely out of whack, then I assume it's my mind causing it because I know how my system works and I know my history. Okay. So I want you guys to be thinking the same way. And that way you don't get stuck focusing on the symptoms or going down into physical treatments when you're taking the wrong fork in the road. Okay. Is this my mind or is this my body causing this? Okay, everybody, let's make it a great day. Keep working on this. I'll keep pumping out some success stories. You're going to hear them coming, and I'll continue to feed you guys good, positive, accurate information that we know from the neuroscience and what we know helps to overcome these conditions. Again, thank you so much for watching. If you like, just give it a thumbs up. Spread the word. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. You also can go to my website, thepainpt.com, if you're looking for consultation, group sessions, or even to sign up for my blog posts, because I put stuff out usually on a weekly basis, some evidence, some research supporting the work that I do here. Thanks so much, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.